get to know me a little better. But first, I want to tell you about a talented artist that lives in my neck of the woods. She's got a store on Etsy. Her store name is Trasco Art. Trascoe Art, all one word. She's a very talented young woman, a mom of 2. If you want to get some handy dandy art from the hills of Appalachia from a very unique perspective, please go check out Trasco Art. Hashtag not sponsored. I just really love her. So for a lot of you that wonder what I look like before this neuromuscular disorder kind of added on some stress to my world, here's a photo. Oh, to be young and moderately thin and think over fat. Wouldn't that be great again, girls? That would be so awesome. Why do we do that to ourselves? It doesn't make sense. So in case you haven't paid attention to my other videos, I used to be a very active, very Amazonian young woman in the hills of Appalachia, doing mostly physical labor and man jobs to keep up and keep the family fed and keep up the bills. It's just normal for women to do the same work as men where I grew up. We all grow up in the same place. We have the same hayfields. We have the same gardens, and it's just got to get done. So we do it. And then I hit 17. I was halter braking a show bull for a limousine farm, and he had bedded me, and I had to have reconstructive dental work done. That was the first ouch. Then at about 26, I was working at a wilderness boot camp for juvenile delinquents, basically. Bless their hearts, I love them all. And I had one of them take the axe that we were cutting timber for cabins with and throw it at me, which resulted in a lot of nerve damage, a lot of bone damage in my lower leg and foot, and a lot of damage to my knee due to being impaired walking, my gait changing, stuff like that. So I've had a lot of surgeries, a lot of steroids, and a lot of downtime from a very active lifestyle of trading horses, riding horses, hog hunting, deer hunting, fishing, hiking. I did everything. So yeah, life kind of went for a while. But the last couple of years, I've really been fighting my diagnosis because I don't enjoy being at home. I'm a social person. I need to be working. I love the fields that I worked in. I'm not happy without an outreach. Y'all poor people on YouTube. So I began working very hard to get the range of motion back. And over the last couple of years, and specifically the last 7 or 8 months, I have done a lot of improvement on that. Now, a lot of my muscles are atrophied. I am going crippled very slowly, but I'm still kicking, and I have a brain and I have a mouth, and I intend to use both. Y'all are in for it now.
And for the one lady that took the time to email me to tell me I need to work on my eyebrows, okay, listen. When I worked as a parole officer, I was in a county jail prepping somebody for a hearing, and they brought in an irate inmate transfer. And I was trying to I was like, y'all, I'm gonna leave, trying to get out the trap door before they brought the man in. I didn't make it. And the man proceeded to attack the guards, and they proceeded to empty 3 cans of pepper spray on him and initiate lockdown, and I was stuck in a room, a very small room, with about 8 other people, and for 25 minutes, and my lungs ended up with chemical pneumonia. Somehow in the hospital, to stop the burning from my eyes, they gave me rags to put on my eyes. I literally rubbed my eyebrows off my forehead. That's how bad the chemical burn was. I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. 5 of us had to seek treatment, and my eyebrows never grew back. And I'm just, that takes time to put them on your face, ladies. If somebody could show me how to do it, I would do it, but otherwise, that's all you're getting. I'm sorry.
I have people ask me all the time, what do you do as far as home remedies, country lore, stuff like that to take care of your health? Well, in Appalachia, we have this way of thinking they used to be referred to as Appalachian conjure. And normally it's like, you can go to somebody that is noted to be a conjurer, and you can sell them your warts, or they can, if you're having an issue with bleeding, they can stop the bleeding. If you have burned yourself, they can take the burn out. If a baby's got thrush, they can blow on the mouth and take thrush away. It's a very strange culture we have here, but there are some things that do work. Not knocking the conjurers. I grew up with some people that I really think helped me from time to time. But the actual things that I use a lot of gravel root for my interstitial cystitis because my nerve damage has sadly started to affect my internal organs. I use a lot of marshmallow root for inflammation and stuff. And I use a lot of like citrus teas to keep my vitamin C and my pH levels up, which helps my body heal and my immune system stay going. I use tea tree oil. Basically anywhere and everywhere you can. Tea tree oil is great. A little dab will do you. Of course, none of this is medical advice, but it's things in my world that I have found come in helpful. I also like to make dandelion jelly, honeysuckle jelly, crabapple jelly, elderberry syrup and jelly, and all of those things are supposed to be like, immuno boosters. So I do everything I can to better myself while I'm at home because I have a great desire to go back to work. I've been off work since 2015 full-time, since 2017 part-time. I do not have disability benefits. I have a great desire to turn this around. And it's a very big hardship on my family, obviously, but I have a desire to be back out there and do the things that I used to love and to help the people in the demographics that I truly, truly embrace with my entire heart. I love people that society has otherwise cast off or believes to be unhelpful, unsalvageable, low dog on the totem pole. I love those people because let me tell you something I found out about society. The people with the biggest issues that overcome are often the brightest lights that you can surround yourself with. The stories of these individuals that overcome these hardships inspire me. And then it's kind of, a give and take because I've helped them, but they've helped me. And I really can't imagine doing anything else with my life. So y'all, doggone it, I'm going to fight. I'll be on a rolly cart fighting, but I'm going to fight. So I just had to prove that I used to be a very fit and active person with a very active lifestyle. But life happens, crap changes, and you got to deal with it. So here I am dealing with it. If anybody else would like to know anything else about what I deal with, I have an RSD video down below. You can also look up complex regional pain syndrome or reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Both of those are names for the neuromuscular disorder that I have. You can look up more about some of the side effects and how it affects my world. We might get into it a little bit more later at another day, but I'm just trying to do an overview so everybody gets to know me a little better. And I think tomorrow we may do some Appalachia folklore logic stuff again. Go back to the funny stuff. Get ready for tomorrow. It's going to be a doozy. So until next time, this is Mama Liz, aka your unofficial Creek Squad counselor, saying y'all keep it classy even if you're in the sticks.